everybody, this is Jennifer from Ferdalump, and this is how to make a pretend pie. I started out with these little tins that were actually left over from a dessert we had, and because I don't like to throw things away that I can use for craft projects, I just cleaned them out. And I had some scraps of felt in my craft room, but if you have to go to the store and buy these, they're pretty cheap, like 50 cents a sheet. I had the one darker one that looks like pumpkin pie to me, and the other one that looks like crust. For this project, you'll also need thread, scissors, and also a hot glue gun, which I'm not showing right here. For the pumpkin pie, I had some cinnamon. You could also use pumpkin pie spice just to give the stuffing a little bit of scent. It's just fun for the kids to have it smell. And then again, a little bit of polyester stuffing there. As you can see, I'm just kind of cutting a larger circle. You want it about an inch and a half or so bigger than the widest part of the pie tin, the circle. You always want to take your polyester stuffing and spread it apart like I'm doing there. It just helps it to fill the space better. And you're just kind of roughly creating a ball, and you kind of want to see that it sits in your pie tin and kind of puffs up a little bit like that. So then once you've done that, you're just going to take your needle and thread and just do a very loose gathering stitch around the edge. It's nothing super complicated. This is a really easy project to do. If you want to make it scented, this would be the time that you would add a little bit of scent to your stuffing. You could also use potpourri or scented oils, anything like that, just to add a little bit of scent if you want to do that. So after you've added your scent and your stuffing, you're going to close up the ball and make sure that it fits in there well. Then you're going to take some of your felt and cut these little pieces. They're about, I guess, an inch and a half long, and you're going to need about 15 or so to go around. And you use your hot glue gun. Not super complicated. You're just going to create the crust around, and you can kind of pinch these up if you like. You'll see a little bit later that I actually use decorative scissors to give them a little bit of, different look. So you can just use your imagination. This is like a super quick project. Probably not one little tiny kids can help with because of the hot glue. You could use other glues, but it's going to take a little longer to dry. So as you see, I went around the crust like that and created kind of the little faux crust with the felt pieces. So now is when you're actually going to glue in your pie piece. So I was simulating a pumpkin pie here. So you're just going to take some glue, put it along the bottom there, being really careful not to burn yourself, and then just press it all the way into the tin there, covering up the crust. And at the end, there is your super simple, quick pumpkin pie or pumpkin tart that's great for pretend play. As you see, I also had some purple, so I decided to make a berry one, and I'm using pinking shears. Not everybody has these handy, but if you're a crafter, you probably do. And as you see, it puts that really great edge on that. So I thought it kind of would simulate a lattice pie pretty well. So that's what I'm doing. I made the longer strips. Did the same thing, just make the little purple ball, but this time you're actually going to glue the pie in first. So do that just as you did before. And I'm going to make the little lattice. You can glue them down just as I did here. If you want, you could actually weave them, but because you're working in such a small space, the weaving's kind of unnecessary. But if you wanted to make this on a larger scale with a larger pie tin, you could weave the lattice work in and out like you would for a real pie. So just put a few little strips here. I'm just looking to give a 3-4-year-old something to play with, so you don't have to be super perfect with your work here. And don't look at my hairy arms there, they're awful. Anyway, super simple, just gluing on the little lattice work, just kind of make it look like the pie and trim off the excess. And then we're going to do just like we did with the pumpkin pie, except this time I used the pinking shears to give the little crust pieces a little bit of that edge. And you go all the way around, gluing them on, and there is your berry pie or blueberry pie or whatever you want to call it. So there's your two pies. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope your kids like playing with them.
Mom, can you open the oven up?
Open up your oven?
Yes, I put the oven on to bake.
Ooh, what are you baking?
I'm baking some pie. I'm giving too much. So I'm just gonna close this.
Are they done?
Yes.
Oh, be careful, they're hot.
Oh.
Do you have an oven mitt? Oh.
Yes, I going to do? There it is. What am I going to touch? Shh. Ow!
Oh, don't get burned.
Ouch. I got my oven mitt on. Oven mitt. Oh, I can't get them out. Hey, Mom.
Mhm.
So, hey, Mom.
Mhm.
I need a big Oswald. Yeah. Hey, cupcakes.
What did we make tonight?
You make pie?
What kind of pie?
It's called pumpkin pie.
It's a pumpkin pie? What does it smell like?
So good.
Oh. And what kind of pie is Oswald having?
He's having purple.
Purple pie? You think it's like a berry pie?
I think he's smelling it.
Whoa, what's it smell like?
Ooh, that tastes so good. What Lane does make for me? Did she make anything?
Yeah, Lane baked you little cutie pies.
Hey, which color is this pie?
I think your pie is purple like berries.
Hey, mine are brown.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching my cutie pie video.